Hey, what's going on, guys and girls? Everybody good to go out here? Everybody good? Hey, how you doing? I take it y'all hungry. Go see if we can get y'all rocking and rolling. Hey, what's going on, bro? Man. Out here with these animals, taking care of them, making sure that they get everything that they need, feeding them and stuff like that. It is something else. One of our Dogo Argentino, one of our pups took off after a wild hog the other night, and he ended up getting manged and mangled up pretty bad. He's just a pup, around about a year old. Really had no business chasing after a wild boar like that, but he did. Got beat up pretty bad. Sheesh, ended up having to take him to the hospital and stuff like that, and just really to make good. Seems like he's gonna make a really full recovery, but to make good on the damages that were caused by the hog, we ended up, sticking the hog in this big pit and cooking it and feeding it to the rest of our dogs, just so our dogs would, be able to have something to eat, but they wouldn't get the parasites and stuff like that from the hog. Really big on just the self-sustainability, and I don't know if you would technically qualify that as regenerative farming, but I wanted to make sure that, at least that hog got some bit of purpose out of it since it tore my dog up pretty bad. But it seems like he's going to make a full recovery out here with the rest of the farm animals, just kind of relaxing, taking care of them, doing our thing and stuff like that. For those of you that are new here to the channel, to the 40 Acre Comeback, welcome in. This will be our first official live stream from YouTube. So we're going to start building up this platform and building up this channel like we have others on other platforms, and get it rocking and rolling, get everybody over here, get them, I guess, in the mix of going. I know that they were talking about, I don't know what the rules and regulations are on this particular channel. I know that they are different on different places, but I know that you can't mention other platforms on other channels. So on TT, I guess I could call it that. That's where we spent the majority of our time building up that particular platform. And it's looking like they potentially could shut it down. So I think we're going to concentrate our efforts right over here to this side of the fence. We're going to start working over here, and we're going to build up this platform. So yeah, it was unfortunate that that happened to the dog. I mean, we took him, ended up taking him to the hospital early in the morning, and they performed emergency surgery on him. But it looks like he's going to make a full recovery. I mean, he got beat up pretty bad. And I mean, ultimately what ended up happening was, I mean, he's one of our pups. And I mean, he's a Dogo Argentino. So typically with the breed, they're bred to hunt wild boar and also mountain lions. So, I mean, he was out to use the bathroom. He saw the hog, and I mean, it's a part of his nature. He immediately went after it. But the good thing about it, though, his big brother was out there, which is our bigger Dogo Argentina. So once he got, him and the hog got into it, Big Boy went out there and grabbed him and snatched the hog up, and gave him at least a fighting chance. And ultimately, they got the better of the hog and got the hog out of there. But I mean, my little pup, he got tore up pretty bad. So they had to perform emergency surgery on him. He seems to be going to make a full recovery, even though he's beat up pretty bad, pretty sore and everything like that. They were able to get him stitched up and sewed up. Internally, he seems to be doing well. And it looks like he's going to make a full recovery. But like I said, just because, one, the hog tore my dog up. And for those of you that know those Dogo Argentinos, especially if you got the paperwork and stuff on them, they're not cheap. They are definitely our favorite animals out here on the farm. We love our Dogo Argentinos. I didn't want that hog to go to waste, so we got the hog. We don't eat pork or anything like that out here on this particular farm, but we ended up getting the hog, digging a hole, putting him in it, smoking him all night long, and then we fed him to the rest of the dogs just to not lose, just that meat. And I mean, you're talking about 300-400 pound plus hog. I mean, this thing was massive. So I mean, it's really, I thank the Lord that, the dog even made it. Looking at the size of the hog, I mean, even my big Dogo Argentino, he's probably about 145, maybe 150 pounds. And I mean, in comparison to the size of the hog, it was like dwarf size. So I'm glad he made it. I'm glad his big brother was out there to back him up and help him out, and they ended up making it. But yeah, we just kind of out here with the farm animals, doing our thing. Everybody, like I said, welcome in. Welcome to the 40 Acre Comeback. This is our first official live stream from YouTube. So, like I said, I'm gonna keep working on other platforms, but I'm slowly integrating, moving over a lot of our efforts and stuff like that over here. So you guys will be able to really just be the beginning stages of watching this platform build just like the rest of them. So we out here with the animals, taking care of them. as you can see, these cows are growing. Here probably about at the end of next month, I'm gonna get the rest of my calves back out here. Like I was telling you guys, we're gonna timber out a lot of this. So this is heading to pasture. So we're probably gonna knock out, probably air out about another 10 acres that we just gonna pasture out for the animals, and then I'll get the rest of my cattle back out here. But since it's, we're in the winter time and everything is pretty much dead and stuff like that, I wanted a lot of pressure on this area because we are still going to turn this into a garden heading into the spring, but I didn't want too much pressure on the area, and I think that this is about a decent amount of animals, so I'm not looking to put any more animals out here in this particular area, like I said, into the spring, to where we can get some of this grass and stuff growing. Hey, everybody, let's see here. Say from Iran. Goodness gracious, how in the world did you find us from all the way out there? Man, like I said, man, these channels that we've been working on have gotten reach. Even when I look at the analytics on our particular channel, on our website, I mean, the reach that it's getting out there on that website is crazy. It's insane. Like every day I'm looking at 9, 10, 20 different countries that's viewing our content just from our .com page, and that's not even considering all of the social media platforms and stuff like that. So yeah, this movement, this channel, whatever you want to call this thing that we're doing, that the Lord has blessed us to, I can't say place our spirit, but more so place his spirit on, it's really starting to get a really getting a really broad outreach and stuff like that. It's starting to get really far out there. So I'm interested to see what YouTube is going to do for us and how things are going to go over here. Yeah, man, one of the pups did. He ain't have no, like, I ain't gonna say he ain't got no sense. I mean, he just is what he is. I mean, he saw a hog and he darted after it head first. I mean, gone through the woods. I was taking him out to use the bathroom, and I would say he got attacked by the hog, but actually he attacked the hog. But I mean, you're talking about, I think the pup, when we weighed him, they said that he was 98 pounds. By the way, he was Blade. He's 98 pounds. Blade is about a year old. He's still a pup. A Dogo Argentino isn't grown into that 3. He's about 98 pounds, but you're talking about a 300 or 400 pound hog with tusk. I mean, he didn't stand no chance against that animal by itself. So, I mean, he was out there fighting it, putting in everything he could. And I mean, but like I said, Big Boy went and hit the hog, and then it was different. When my big boy hit it, he was able to lock into it, and then the war was on, between them and the hog, and ultimately they ended up getting the better of the hog. But like I said, Blaze just was so tore up. Once the hog was out of there, he just passed out on top of the hog. I had to go out in the woods and wrap him up with towels and carry him in. And you're talking about blood everywhere. I mean, it was a mess. It looked like a crime scene out there. But we were able to get him in. Like I said, we rushed him to the emergency clinic at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They instantly brought him in. Other people had their animals in there, but they took him straight to the back, did emergency surgery on him, and he back at the house doing pretty good. He seems like he's gonna make a full recovery though. Yeah, I did. Ultimately, I did. Yeah. They were fighting so much. I couldn't even get in to get a good shot on it because I didn't want to hit one of my dogs because they were all over. Like I said, Big Boy grabbed it and Blaze still had a hold of it. And like I was telling my nephews, I was telling them like, hey, we just gonna have to let them go. Whichever one, if it's meant for them to live, they're gonna live, because I didn't want to mess around and hit one of my dogs and not hit the hog, since they were all just kind of, I mean, it literally looked how my fingers are. It looked like this when they were out there fighting it. And so I was just telling them like, hey, if the Lord with the dog will make it. Well, they got the hog pent down and everything like that. And then I went ahead and put one in them, actually put 2 of them in them. And, the hog was out of there and they were good to go. But yeah, that fight went on for a minute out there in the woods. I mean, they were, it was insane, how they were fighting. But yeah, he good to go. He's good to go. He's mangled up a little bit, and he got hog. If you know about the hogs, they got those tusks. So I mean, they were gouging inside of him and stuff like that. Like I said, he got ripped up pretty bad and tore up, but he'll be all right. I went in there early. He wagging his tail, and he ate a little turkey out of my hand. I gave him some antibiotics and some pain pills and stuff. So he a dog. Dogs typically heal up pretty quick. So I'm suspecting in, I don't know, 3-4 days. We'll probably be, getting the stitches up out of him. Give him another week and a half. He'll be back ready to go. And once he get bigger, you know, he'll definitely be good. He won't even have it. I know my big boy, he was, you know, he had a couple of little rips, but even with him, I actually, you know, stitched him up myself, you know, just a couple rips that he had. But I mean, he was fine. He ran back to the house. He was good to go. But yeah, Blade, she got tore up pretty bad. So these are our journeys out here. Our journey out here. Meantime, in between time, hey, duckies. Tell the people what's up. Tell the people what's up, what's up, what's up. Yeah, and I probably will drop some footage. I know when it was going on, you know, my initial instinct, of course, was to run out the house and go help my dog, you know, especially when my nephews were yelling that, you know, Blazer ran off and he was out in the woods fighting something. And, you know, like I said, we wanted to get Big Boy out there and get him loose. So whatever he was fighting, he'd have a fighting chance, one of the bigger doggos. But my first thought, you know, when I got out there and I saw it, I was, you know, thinking, I was like, man, I got to put one in this thing, but I ain't want to, like I said, hit my dogs because they were just doing this. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to go live and I'm going to record it, and whatever happened, happened. Then I'm like, man, the hell with going live, man. I got to get my dogs out of here. So I say that to say I don't got a lot of footage exactly from the, you know, the fight and stuff like that, but I do got footage from what went on. So I'll probably put together a video and kind of walk y'all through it so y'all can see everything that went on and stuff like that and what I do got. And I think it'll be a pretty cool episode. I think people will enjoy it. Say, when can you eat one? Nah, man. They ain't trying. Y'all trying to eat my pets? Nah. They, like I always say, they here for self-sustainable purposes, but right now ain't the time to be eating them. They kind of out here chilling, doing their thing. We don't need to eat them necessarily right now, but that day probably will come. Yeah, man, he good to go though. He all right. You know, oh goodness, that first night, I'm gonna be honest with you, it wasn't looking good. You know, he had went into shock because he had lost so much blood and stuff. So he was, you know, shaking and stuff like that real bad. It wasn't looking good for him. But I got up this morning, you know, he was up, his tail was wagging and stuff like that. And he gonna be all right. He a tough dog. He gonna be just fine, like I said. And give it about another year and a half, and you know, it'll be a completely different story. You know, if him and that hog went back at it, you know, a year and a half. And now he's just a baby though, so it is what it is. It's a part of it. And here's the thing: with the interesting thing about that particular breed of dog is if I brought him back out here, he wouldn't learn no better. He'd go hauling ass right after another one. I mean, that's just what they were bred to do. That's just what they are. They fighters, so it is what it is. It comes with the territory, but I'm glad we got him patched up and stuff. See here, let's see here. Y'all over here eating everything. Like I said, we are in live from YouTube. This is our first official live video on YouTube. Now, this is going to be interesting. Now, this is what I'm saying. Now, I go put all of this effort into building up this channel because we finna do the same thing we've done on other channels here. Man, I hope they don't shut YouTube down. I mean, goodness gracious. I was trying to figure out what channel I was going to pick out of all of the channels, and we ended up picking the talk. And then they come through and say they're going to shut it down. So hopefully they don't do this with YouTube, guys. man, you sometimes you just got to roll with the punches in life, man. You know, at this point in time in life, you know, you just kind of expect, you expect the unexpected. It just kind of come with the territory. At this point, you know, I expect things to go good, and I also expect some things to go bad. It is what it is. So yeah, you know how to roll with the punches, sis. You'll be good to go. She looking at, girl? She looking at, girl? See if we can get down here and check out some of his brothers and sisters. Actually, these is actually Blaze's kids, believe it or not. Blaze is less than a year old. Well, actually, he's just at a year old. But all of these pups down here actually are his children. So yeah, he got busy making babies pretty early. He was about 7 months old whenever he had his babies. He was rolling. So I say whenever Shrenix first got pregnant, but yeah, let me get down here and check some of them out in here doing their thing. See if I can find this hog down here. I done fed him. Yeah, the dogs ate the hog. So we ain't got to worry about him tearing them up no more. And I'm talking about that thing was huge. And I mean, they done ate bones and all. Ain't that right, boys? I was just telling the people, y'all done damn near ate up the whole hog. Ain't no more left. Ain't no more left. Y'all done ate it up. Y'all done ate it all up. See if I can get over here. Hey, girls, relax, relax. Oh, relax, relax. This is what's left of the hog right here. They done ate it up. The boys ain't too pleased because I gave half of it to the fellas and half of it to the girls, and the fellas done ate their half, so they barking at the girls. As you can see, I got them separated, the girls and the boys separated. And yeah, we won't have no more problems out of that particular hog anymore. Ain't that right? Y'all got some eggs over here for me? Y'all got some eggs in there for me? They must be getting ready to lay eggs. They over here digging through this stuff. Think they getting ready to lay me some eggs. Yeah, as you see them puppies, although they pretty young, Like I said, these doggos grow so damn fast. Hell, they damn near ain't even puppies no more. They bigger than most people's grown dog is. Hell, they about the size of a shepherd. Hell, like I said, man, it's amazing how quick these damn dogs grow though. I've always been fascinated with this particular breed, just how damn big and fast they. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Most people's dog that's a year old don't get this big, but there they are. That right patch. There they are. Big as hell. Just growing, 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 growing. I remember I showed them a few months ago. Yeah, I definitely was not pleased. That's why I was like, man, I gotta make some good use out of this pig now. I don't eat him. I don't want nothing to do with it, but it done told my dog up. They gonna at least eat him. So I already gotta bury this damn thing. So you know what? I'm gonna dig a hole, throw some sticks in it, light it on fire, let it cook all night, and then let my dogs eat it. So that's ultimately what ended up happening with the hog. So yeah, the dogs been having a great time eating it. Oh, what's going on? GG. GG. Hey. Oh, what's going on, man? Crazy world, crazy world. This joker don't never stay in. And one thing about her, she gonna jump out, go underneath, whatever. She's never staying in there. Every day I come out here, she out. Tell you everybody. Guess what, guys? Y'all live from YouTube today. What y'all say about that? How y'all feel about y'all's YouTube debut? Y'all gonna tell the people, hey, this is y'all YouTube debut. It's y'all first time live from YouTube. Hey, big boy. Tell the people, hey, you're live from YouTube for the first time, man. How I feel? You chilling? You ain't even worried. Alrighty. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to make sure that I tapped in one time from YouTube. I may very well go on some of the other platforms. The one that I'm typically always on, that I don't know if YouTube has a problem with me mentioning it. I don't know if they'll throw me off like they do over there. But if you know, you know, I may very well go live again from another place. But it is nice to see all of you guys for the first time over here. Like I said, we're gonna work and we're gonna build up this place and we're gonna make it a really cool community and a really cool space like we have everywhere else. I don't even know how to end the live. So until next time, my name is Aisha Yar. This is the 40 Acre Comeback. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about this channel, the most informative channel on land and property ownership, also the dopest community on the internet. I'm gone.